December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation. The attack yesterday on the Hawaiian Islands has caused severe damage to American naval and military forces. I regret to tell you that very many American lives have been lost.
In this documentary, we're going to see the sequence of the World War II, how the United States have intervention in the war. We have to clear that the United States was neutral. It was helping with supplies with the Allies, helping with food, weapons, but not was officially in the war until the attack of Pearl Harbor. In this documentary, we're going to see all the sequence. First, the first battle of Pearl Harbor until the atomic bomb of Hiroshima. After the attack of Pearl Harbor, the United States launched a counterattack in the Battle of Midway, fought from June 4 to June 7, 1942. It became one of the most decisive battles of World War II. Thanks to American codebreakers, the U.S. Navy discovered Japan's plan to attack Midway Islands and prepared an ambush when the Japanese fleet arrived. The U.S. aircraft from the carriers Enterprise, Hornet, and Yaunton launched surprise attack, sinking 4 Japanese aircraft carriers. The United States lost only the Yorktown, but the victory stopped Japan's expansion in the Pacific and changed the course of the war. It proved that strategy in islands and courage could turn defeat into victory. In the campaign in the Pacific, the United States made another counterattack in Africa. They associated with Montgomery, the greatest general in the Great Britain, UK, a try to defeat the Africa Corps. In this case, Rommel, the one of the biggest generals of Adolf Hitler. The main goal was to defeat Axis force led by Germany's General Erwin Rommel, known as the Desert Fox, and gain control of the Mediterranean. The US and the British troops launched Operation Torch, landing in Morocco and Algeria. It was the first major American ground operation in the war. After months of desert fighting, the Allies defeated the Axis in Tunisia in May 1943. This victory gave the Allies a new base to invade Italy and eventually liberate Europe. For the US, North America was not only a military success, but also a key learning experience that prepared American forces for the later battles like the D-Day. Knowing the day that Africa was liberated, Adolf Hitler, fearing that a campaign in Italy could be a consequences in the borders of Germany, Hitler sent his military to invade Italy, trying to maintain the control of Italy and putting Mussolini there in the power. They need Italy to be the ally of Germany because he was too close. Italy was too close in Germany. Just in case that not have an inevitable attack for the US and try to conquist the Italy part of Naples. After the Allied victory in North Africa, the next target was Italy, the soft underbelly of Europe. In July 1943, the Allies invaded Sicily in Operation Goschi, forcing Mussolini to resign and weakening the Axis power. Then, in September 1943, American and British troops landed on the Italian mainland, near Salerno, in Operation Avalanche. The goal was to capture Naples and vital port for Allied supplies. The fighting was fierce. Both Italian partisans in the city rose up against the Nazis in what became known as the 4 Days of Naples. On October 1, Naples was completely liberated, becoming the first major European city freed from German control. The Allies continued moving north through brutal battles at Monte Cassino, and Anjou finally capturing Rome in June 1944. The campaign lasted until May 1945, when Germany surrendered. The Italian campaign was long and costly, but it played a crucial role in weakening the Axis, freeing southern Europe and preparing the way for the D-Day invasion and the ultimate Allied victory in World War II. The D-Day was one of the biggest important battles in the World War II. That is going to be literally the liberation in Europe. So it was kind of secret, was very secret in the time. Nobody should know about that offensive. So in that time, they entered to the D-Day and try to conquist France, to liberate, and try then enter to Germany. The Allies launched the D-Day, the largest amphibious invasion in history. Over 150,000 troops from the United States, Britain, and Canada landed on the beaches of Normandy, called Omaha. The landing faced heavy German resistance, especially at Omaha Beach, but by the end of the D-Day, the Allies have secured that foothold in France. Over the next weeks, Allied forces pushed inland, liberating towns and cities as French resistance fighters joined the effort. By August 25, the Allies reached Paris, and the city was liberated after 4 years of Nazi occupation. The success of D-Day and the liberation of France marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany and opened the road to victory in Europe. Germany was defeated in 1944 with the enter of the Allies in France. So in this case, Germany, the Adolf Hitler, or well, the Nazis tried to kill Adolf Hitler, and they was not successful in that operation. But was successful the defeat of Nazi Germany. After the success of the D-Day and the liberation of France, US forces continued their advance across Western Europe. American troops fought first battle in Belgium during the Battle of Bulge in December 1944. Germany's last major offensive, despite the harsh winter and heavy losses, the US Army held strong and pushed the Germans back. By the spring of 1945, American and Allied forces crossed the Rhine River into Germany. They liberated concentration camps and helped free millions from Nazi control. On May 7, Germany surrendered unconditionally, making victory in Europe. For the United States, the European campaign proved its power, unity, and determination to defend freedom. It ended the Nazi threat and set the stage for rebuilding Europe and shaping the post-war world. In August 1945, after years of brutal fighting in the Pacific, the United States decided to use the atomic bomb to force Japan to surrender. On August 6, the first bomb was dropped in Hiroshima, destroying most of the cities and killing tens of thousands instantly. Then, 3 days later, another bomb hit Nagasaki. Facing unimaginable destruction, Japan surrendered in August 15, ending the World War II. The atomic bomb marked a tragic but decisive end to the war and the beginning of the nuclear age. Ending the war, the United States have a lot of prosperity because they have to pay, countries in Europe have to pay the debt. So it was important for them to have as ally the United States. In the 50s, the Union Soviet also have the atomic bomb, and it begins the Cold War. But that is another story. This is Andres Portes, and thanks for watching, and Stay tuned in the next episode of Cold War.